All right, so I am going to share with you what I think are the necessary stages to permanent weight loss. So often when people come to me or reach out to me via email or coaching or whatever, their primary goal is they want to lose weight. And I totally understand that. You know, myself personally, I had a lot to lose at one point and I really wanted to get started. But if we don't shift our mindset and our priorities in this journey, then we're kind of doomed to do the same things that we've always done over and over again. And what I mean by that is, in my last venture to lose weight, it took me 5 years to lose 170 pounds. I had 2 pregnancies in the mix, but I had a totally different mindset. My mindset was one of things I can keep up with forever, habits and behaviors I can keep up with forever. And it was also not as much my hair was on fire to lose the weight. It was more, I'll do these changes and as the weight comes off, it comes off. And I'm going to prioritize working on my binge eating behaviors because in all honesty, that's one of the reasons I got up to over 300 pounds. So I had to become really honest with myself. So if I were going to lay out what I think is a successful way of doing this, it would be number one, take the time at the beginning when you're super jonesed, you're excited to lose weight, you just got out of the doctor's office, they told you need to lose weight for whatever reason, you saw something that bothered you, you're tempted to lose weight for whatever reason, go against your natural tendencies and take at least 2 weeks to intentionally maintain your weight, learn your maintenance calories, preferably a month, quite honestly. So 2 weeks to a month of maintaining on purpose, not on accident, meaning that you're going into it with the intention of not losing weight, figuring out what your maintenance calories are, and going from there. Once you get that month under your belt, and let me just explain my logic on this. We're super good as a culture in dieting. Like, I guarantee you've been on a minimum of probably 5 diets in your lifetime, whether it's WW, whether it's Atkins, whether it's South Beach, whether it's Jenny Craig, whether it's Nutrisystem, whether it's Slim Fast. Like, you know dieting, right? We're good at that. What we're not good at, and what we do not practice at all, is how to maintain. So you lose the 20 pounds on Jenny Craig, you drop the 30 pounds on Weight Watchers, you do all these things, but then when it comes to that end point, where do you go from there? Or when you're in your dieting phase and you're doing super good, you're hitting your points, you're eating your prepackaged meals, you're doing all the things, but then little Sally's gonna have a birthday, or your boyfriend invites you out for a date, or you've got some kind of social engagement. And you realize what you're doing right now will not fit into the context of that experience. Most people they abandon their plan. They stop tracking their points, they stop eating their frozen meals, their shakes, their whatever, and they kind of just do nothing, right? There's no other option, right? But there is. It's called your maintenance calories. By teaching yourself this practice on the front end, you give yourself a safe haven, a safe place to go when life gets complicated. When you are doing social events, when you're sick, when somebody's hospitalized, when there's like some kind of snafu in what you're doing. You have your maintenance calories. You know what to do. You don't have to be in a deficit. You might end up having some extra treats or snacks. You might end up eating out and the calories are way higher. That's okay. You got your maintenance calories. You've learned this. You only learn and get good at what you practice. The problem is dieters don't practice maintenance. They practice dieting and they practice gaining. Like, there's those two polar opposites. They don't practice maintenance. So number one, maintenance 2 weeks to a month, preferable. Second thing is your problematic eating behaviors. What are those, Heather? What are problematic eating behaviors? It's binge eating, it's nighttime eating, it's grazing and picking at things and standing up and eating out of the pantry. It's all of the things that get in the way of you hitting a calorie deficit. So once you get maintenance under your belt, the next thing is to prioritize this problematic eating behavior. Work on getting help. Whether it's coaching, whether it's getting with a therapist or a counselor, whether it's, and I just want to put a little side note here, not always, but a good amount of the time, if you are a binge eater or someone who's sneaking food because you're hungry, eating at maintenance normally helps to repair that. Again, not always, but a lot of times I see that as a repair mechanism. So just want to mention that. But working on those problematic eating behaviors, getting those under control first, because you've heard the saying, don't put the cart before the horse. The diet is the cart. The horse is the one pulling it, right? Your behaviors are the horse in this example. If your behaviors are such that it is not able to make a calorie deficit, you'll shoot every single day for your calories. You'll be like, okay, I need to eat 1,600, great. But you're binging, you're grazing, nighttime eating, emotional eating, all of these things inevitably are going to throw big boulders in the path of you getting to your goal. So wouldn't it make sense to clear the path first? So that way, as much as you can, you make hitting a calorie deficit a smooth process, right? So just to recap, maintenance for about a month, work on problematic eating. Then, here we go. This is the part you've been waiting for. When's she going to talk about me losing weight? Step 3, take that calorie deficit. But by this point, you've actually set yourself up for success because you now have a plan when life gets in the way. You know how to transfer to maintenance. You know what that is. 2, you've gotten your problematic eating behaviors addressed. You're working on them. You're aware of them. You're doing things to help support yourself. And then you're attempting to take a deficit. That is a smart plan. That's somebody who really gets the gist of all of this. Like they get that, okay, yes, I've tried losing weight so many times, but my nighttime eating always sabotages me. Then spend some serious time on that. I mean, I've got tons of resources you can go through. I have a coaching cast called Escape the Food Prison. I definitely would check that out. The community, Half Size Me community is here to help you. There's a lot of good resources to help work on these problematic eating behaviors. But what I would encourage you to do is take this seriously. Think about doing it completely different so you this time can be successful. But if you just keep trying to take a deficit, you got no idea how to switch to maintenance, you've never practiced that, and you've got problematic eating behaviors, you're kind of forcing yourself up a really steep hill with lots of boulders while trying to take a deficit. I say do it smarter, do it different. All right, guys, I hope this video helps. I will talk to you soon. Please like and subscribe, share my videos with those who could benefit, and leave any questions you have in the comments. I'll try to help you as best I can. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.